They have to play this Icar to not die, which means that then we have Fervor or Demolitionist. So that was great. Like, this ended up being amazing here. Yeah, I mean, I just passed. He has to play that 6-mana Icar. So the moment that he plays that 6-mana Icar, we just go like this, and now we have Fervor as a backup. That was crazy. Everyone's Sirturmund here again. And honestly, ever since the last expansion where we have Morgana and where we have Elder Dragon that brings us the Ocean Boon to heal a Nexus, I really didn't expect Aggro to ever be in a good position again, because there's just so many cards out there that just kind of counter Aggro. But somehow, some way, Pirates always finds its way back into the meta. And this is what we're going to showcase today. It's going to be Misfortune, Nilah, Pirate, Aggro. This deck had a couple of new additions since the last time that we showcased Pirate Aggro last year. We get access to Fire Spitter. We get access to Razor Maze. This allows us to kind of play the deck a little bit different, where now we can actually also play triple Might. Because now the Might with either one of these units, or even with our Misfortune in certain situations, kind of allows to just kind of push enough damage to finish the game. Then also add to that Nilah and all the draw that you can have with the Nilah Slipstream, as well as the Anakaboros, and you end up getting this deck that doesn't run out of steam as often as it used to before. So just like always, it is a bunch of 1-drops. You see here we played 12 1-drops, and then just a bunch of 2-drops, a bunch of burn, with an additional buffs here, and just slam your cards into the opponent's Nexus and just eventually win the game. So anyways, hope you enjoy the games coming up soon, and if you do, make sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We post LOR videos every single day. Enjoy the games. In this match, we're going against Morgana, Galio, and Elder Dragon. Well, we have a pretty good start here, right? I'm looking for Fervor so that we can play around the Morgana. This is going to force the opponent to have the other one. I think I'd rather force him to have the 1-drop than, like, I'd rather take the gamble and say that I can push 3 damage here. If they trade, they trade. If they don't have it, then I push 3 damage, and then I still have this one next turn, right? So we go like this. How do we do this? This is the Fervor, so we can play around Morgana now. Because we'll be able to Fervor away the heal. Maybe opponent, if opponent doesn't have Broadwind, I think they just lose the game. Okay, so they do have the Broadwind. If they have like a single combat, I still think it's worth it to go for this Demolitionist. Right? Because if they go for single combat, they still go down to 1 HP, which means that we can still trade. So I think we go ahead, drop the Demolitionist down on the Pigeon, and tell the opponent if you have it, you have it. I'm just going to continue going wide. Especially now that we also have this Butcher, it makes a decision even easier. So single combat, or you're going to just take 2 damage. Haha, yeah. Because the thing about the single combat, it means that the opponent has to have another Broadwind to have another blocker. If they don't have another Broadwind, then I think we just... Okay, so Gentleman's Duel means that the opponent has blockers everywhere. I guess it's Precious Pet, and then the opponent blocks here, and we still push 7 damage.
Everything's in place. Behind ya.
I still think that was worth it. I guess the opponent can kill the Precious Pet. I need my draw. I need my draw, because at this point, we're not pushing any more damage through units. I don't think. I guess maybe we are, now that we have this Battle Box. The problem is that the opponent could have their Mage Seeker here, and that lets them get 2 trades. So the Mage Seeker means that the opponent gets 2 trades here, because they have 2 Challenger units. This is tough. If the opponent... Let's just play it. It's not a Mage Seeker, so that's good. And it's not a Broadwind. And the opponent doesn't have another Brow. Okay, so it's gonna be Junior. Alright. You still want to challenge, I would say, right? This is still good because the Fearsomes will get through. The Fearsomes will get through everything except the Junior. If I play these battle bonds now,
Routes closed.
let's say we go like this. I guess it's actually better to do it like this. But this is punishing any other. Like I think I actually rather have the precious pet, just in case that the opponent only has. I guess no, because we know that the opponent's gonna have like fire spit. Never mind. Yeah, so we'll go like this. That way the opponent has no way to stop this 4 damage. And if we get an Iron Akaboros, we could actually push 6 damage. That's not an Iron Akaboros. I have to attack because of the Morgana. So I'm just gonna take my 4 and just save my Nilah for later. I definitely wanna have this Nilah attack. I can tell you that much. No matter what happens, I need to let this Nilah attack so that we can get that draw, because we're gonna desperately need that draw. I am scared here of a Fire Spear into a single combat, preventing my Fervor from triggering. Because if I'm the opponent here, I'm gonna just play Fire Spitter next turn. And if the opponent also gets the Ocean Drake boom, then it's also gonna be problematic for us. Oh, we get our own Fire Spitter. That's interesting. Still scared, right? Why don't we just press OK here? If the opponent has anything that scares me, what could they have that scares me here? The problem with Nilah is that he just gets punished by Morgana, right? Like, this gets punished by Morgana. Beautiful. This is what we were waiting for the open attack. So, yeah, this was pretty nice. So now the opponent goes down to 4. This gets him down to 2. And this gets him down to 0. That was beautiful. Could have had this happen a different way.
Like a storm, I bring change.
Ah, okay. Well, they get to heal it back up. Sure. I guess we'll go like this.
And I smile.
We'll go like this. Yeah. I definitely want to have access to my Fervor. So the reason I like playing this Nilah here is because she doesn't die to Fire Spitter. Everything else that I have does die to Fire Spitter. Unfortunately. It's actually kind of crazy. We're not that far from leveling her up. Challenger is a problem. The tough is whatever. 9, 12. Do we just take the 12? I think we take the 12. I think we take the 12 and let the opponent have a single combat if they want to. No, that's not a single combat. Alright, so we're just gonna go like this. This allows me to go for the Might on the Windsinger. And we have a pretty wide attack right here, so that's pretty nice. We know that this is gonna get hit here, so I think I'm gonna go like this. Force the opponent to have another way to kill us, right? Do I commit the Might? I think I commit the Might, right? The question is, I guess I do commit the Might. I just go ahead and do it here. Force the opponent to have an answer so that we can have the Fervor. If they have to single combat with the Galio, that's why I put the damage on the Nilah and not on the Fire Spitter. Because if we did it on the Fire Spitter, they would have been able to single combat right here, right? And that's not enough. And even if it was, we just go like this. Alright, so we got it. The opponent, either they didn't have Morgana or they just opted not to play it. Like that one turn where they just open attack with Junior was weird. And that's because they had I guess that's because they had that elusive, right? So they knew that they could just bounce back anything that I played. So I guess it makes sense why they did it. But we eventually get the Anakaboros, allowing us to punish the opponent having no units on the field and just be able to win the game. So GG's. In this match, we're going against Morgana and Mordekaiser. This should be a pretty bad matchup for us, I would think, right? No one-drops. Kind of makes me a little bit scared. Ooh. Not a great hand. Okay. Got better. Got much better. Got much better. I guess there's a chance that I just get something here with 1 health.
Hello, new best friend.
Yeah, oh, yeah, whatever. Whatever. Go like this. Let you trade here. It's a good trade. It's a good trade for you. The Brothers Bond is gonna allow us to push some damage, I guess. Meaningful damage. Haste Spike and Death Grasp are too much of a problem though, so that's the problem here. Like, I'm not beating a Haste Spike. I'm not beating a Death Grasp. I guess we'll go here and just, again, just disrespect the opponent. I'm just gonna disrespect the opponent, and if you want to play your Mage Seeker, I'm okay with that. Do we do it now? I absolutely think so. This is fearsome, so now this is forcing the opponent to have a Haste Spike or a Death Grasp to kill this precious pet. And they need to do it now before I attack with this, right? Because this is also a unit that they don't want to block, and they don't have anything, so we'll go like this. I guess they could play it now, right? But the reason that I said it was probably better for them to play it right away was to stop this from getting buffed up, but I don't think it matters. Assuming that the opponent goes for a Haste Spike here, I think we just commit for the Might. Yeah, right? We just go like this. Get them down to 9 HP. We have the Fervors to punish the Morganas. And we just looking for 3 more damage, which can be found here potentially. Okay, that's 1. That's 1 damage.
No one.
All right.
No one.
I cannot play this. This is more important than this, guys.
It will all be of us.
Yeah, so we just say okay. And now we play the Saboteur. That extra damage from the Saboteur is so huge. So huge. Oh, it's so tempting to do that. It's so tempting to do that. But I have to play about Morgana. I have to play about Morgana, so I think we just drop this like this. We still have enough mana to play them both out. I just need to find the time to play around. Ooh, wait a second. I don't know that I played the Haste Spike just yet. Ah, sorry, not the Haste Spike. I don't think I played this just yet. Because it's better for me when the opponent only has... Yeah, so we just pass here. Opponent has all these blockers, right? But all I need is Saboteur or Misfortune to stay alive. So that we get the opponent down to 3 HP. And then a single Fervor is enough to kill him. If the opponent commits the Haste Spike here, then we can just double Fervor and win the game. Okay? Yeah, we just open attack with everything. Push that 1 damage. And then it means that either Fervor can just finish the game here. There's no way for the opponent to kill all my units because they only have 2 blockers. So we know we're keeping... at least 2 targets for Fervor, no matter what. So now we're looking for the perfect time to use it.
Anyone gathered here is an enemy of the crown.
Opponent still hasn't leveled up this Mordekaiser. The problem here is that the opponent still has access to double haste spike, right? Or double whatever.
I am not done with you.
Okay. I'm giving them a lot of time though. And that is kind of scary. That is very scary. 3, 4, 7, 10. We have exactly 10 mana. So we have exactly 10 mana here to play both of these out. Just play it, man.
Explosives prime.
They're so scared, right? They keep it exactly 6 mana, which does tell me like they do have the haste spike and the death grass, right? So then we go here, and now you have to have triple haste spike to just win this game. That's okay. They could have it. They could actually have it, right? Do you have the third one? Ah, okay. Right? Yeah, like if they have triple haste spike, I can't beat that. But this is what I was waiting for, and that's why the opponent was always keeping 5 to 6 mana available, so that they could do haste spike plus death grass or double haste spike like they did right there. So, GG's. In this match, we're going against the Dragon, ASol, and Morgana. The fact that I'm seeing Morgana as the 3rd champion here means that it's probably either 1 or 2 Morgana, which is it means for sure that it's not 3, right? It means for sure that it's not 3, which is good, because Morgana is the card that we really don't like in this matchup, right? This Razor Mace is actually really good in this matchup, I think. What if we try to find a 1-drop here? So we have 2 chances for a 1-drop. We play a lot of 1-drops, so it was a good odd that we could get a 1-drop here. We didn't get it. Their 2-drop will be annoying. I guess I can't play around it though. Okay, that's not the 2-drop that I was scared about. I was scared of the Cosmic Youngling, right? I was scared of the Cosmic Youngling. But again, this combo of Misfortune plus Razor Mace is really good. The reason that I like the Razor Mace here is because it's forcing the opponent to have to use their mana to get rid of the Ichor. If they don't get rid of the Ichor, it's gonna be really problematic for them. So yeah, so we go like this every single time. I could have gone wide with the Demolitionist, and I guess that's the punish here, the Sunhawk, not something that I was expecting. I wasn't expecting the Sunhawk, so I guess that was the punish there. We still have a pretty good attack here. Opponent could find the Cloud Drake here, or the Ocean Drake gives them a lot of healing. Falling Star is good. The Ocean Drake, I think the one thing I'm scared of is the Challenger. So they will have the 5-drop here. I'm very scared of the Challenger. We're able to play around a Morgana because of the Fervor. Fire Spitter. Okay, so I mean, I'm cool with this, right? I guess the Deathless makes it a little bit more difficult now because the opponent can actually keep that alive. I think I just go like this. I think we just go here. This is 6, 9. We just need 1 more damage to win the game. The Deathless less than kill that, but again, it just means that my Demolitionist is kind of nice now. We go here. We go Crimson Pigeon. We open up with Nakaboros. Opponent's going to be taking at least 2 damage. Actually, at least 4 damage. And then we still have another Demolitionist and Fervor. Yeah, so we go here. Ooh. I want to attack to force the opponent to have to block with the Herald of Dragons before anything else. I'm also scared of a second Fire Spitter, right? So I'm also scared of a second Fire Spitter. There's a couple of answers that the opponent has here. It has to be Ocean Drake or it has to be the heal. Okay, they get the heal, which is great for them. I guess let's go here. Force it so that we can potentially kill them with Fervor next turn.
For the glory of Noxus.
They're still in a very tough situation. And if whatever they do here, the double might is not great. I don't think that... this is the Ocean Drake, right? So that's the one that I was worried about. That's the one that I was worried about. And of course the opponent get it. I think we don't force the Fervor now. I don't think we force the Fervor just yet. I think we go Precious Pet, Precious Pet. I guess the opponent... they also have the Jungling now, so that's going to be 4 healing. I think we force the opponent here to find... like an... because I have to open attack to play around another healing from the Ocean Drake. This is still lethal right here. Right? This is attack lethal, even without us doing anything. And the opponent has nothing, so we just end up winning the game. Fortunately for us, they just didn't get that Cosmic Jungling until way later into the game. So, GG's. In this match, we're going against Caitlyn and Teemo, so Freljord. The PNC portion of the deck is annoying, right? Let's keep the 1-drop. With Nilah, the problem with the Demolitionist is that it means that do we risk getting something here, or do we just go Nilah? Do we risk not getting... honestly, I'm gonna go Mirage Warden. If I don't get it, I don't get it. I'm just gonna attack for 2. This is still 5 damage. I wanna go wide. I think I wanna go wide. Okay, so it ends up not mattering anyways. We end up pushing more damage than going for the Nilah. So that's one of the reasons that I wanted to do this. The only downside now is that I don't have a way to actually get this Butcher enabled. So I'm gonna have to go Nilah into Precious Pet. Then here we're gonna have to run into what I assume is gonna be the 4-drop. So maybe we just have to open attack again. But at the same time, if the opponent plays the 4-drop, then that means that they don't have a way to actually get rid of this Ichor. I guess they can block here, and we still push the same amount of damage that we would have pushed otherwise. Ooh, they're gonna have a Lit Survivor. Alright. It's getting dicey. These flash bombs are gonna start adding up a lot. That's 4 flash bombs. Gonna be 6 here quickly. We don't have might or anything like that. What if we just go Slipstream, to be honest? What if we just go Slipstream and just call it? Eh. Let's go like this. I know technically I could do the Demolitionist first, but I don't think it's necessary. Ooh, that's what I'm looking for. That is exactly what I was looking for. So I guess we'll do it. I guess we'll force them to have the freeze. If they don't have the freeze, they just get punished. So if they don't have the freeze, they might... almost gets me there. I'm okay with that Sky Splitter. I have to be careful about this freeze. They still have access to it. So they still have access to it. Let's just go like this. See if the opponent commits to it first. If they just press OK like this, then that should be okay. Alright, so I guess we're just gonna go for it. Leaves them at 1, so now they're dying to the Demolitionist, unless they have a Mystic Shot. Okay, not dying to the Demolitionist yet. We need another set. The problem is this Caitlyn. The team was not leveled up just yet, so the Caitlyn, I have to play the Slipstream after the Caitlyn attacks. So that we don't get punished by... okay, perfect. Perfect. Yeah, so now we can go like this. Just get rid of the flash bombs now.
Closing in on the mark.
Like, I have to play the Slipstream after the opponent attacks, right? Just so that this could happen, so that we don't have to worry about the Caitlyn hitting us. Oh, that's a rough Fervor. Unfortunately, that's a bad Fervor. I wonder if I just slap it. Probably just slap it, right? I just slapped it, and now we just pray that the opponent doesn't get a Mystic Shot. So Mystic Shot is a problem. If we get another Fervor, we're okay. Fire Spitter's good. This is a 1. This is the fervor. Okay, perfect. Yeah, so we just go here. That's 1 damage. This is 3. This is also 2.
Arena? What brings you here?
Business and pleasure, Sheriff.
It doesn't matter. If the opponent has a mystic shot, they have to do it now, right? Yeah, and there we go. So if the opponent had a mystic shot, they have to do it now with the fervor, which means that if we don't die to the Karina, we can always just play another. We can always go for the demolitionist afterwards, right? So that fervor there always is correct, just in case that the opponent we could have drawn the 6 shrooms, right? So GG's. In this match, we got against Boulevard, who's playing Seraphine, Sett, and Karma. Can we rush them down fast enough? I mean, we have a good hand here, right? Question is, do we keep the Razor Mace? I'm annoyed that if the opponent gets the Sunken Temple, that this is... I mean, we are attacking on 4. We are attacking on evens. Because we're attacking on evens, I'm gonna keep it. We ended up with 2 of them. Okay, so this might be the reason we lose then. This might be the reason we lose. Since we got 2 of them. If it was just 1, maybe. Yeah. Ugh. Oh, gross. Gross. Whatever. You get good blockers. We still push 4 damage. At this point, we just gotta push damage. We also have to play around the 5-mana spell, right? So we have to play around the 5-mana spell, which means that we have to just open attack. Caustic Grip is enough to kill us? Oh wow, it's a Divine Draft. Okay, well, I guess if you have it, you have it, right? If they have the 5-mana spell that deals 4 to a unit and 1 to everything else, then they'll be able to kill the Razor Mace and kill the rest of my units, but I still get to push 2 damage here. I just forced him to have it, because I'm not winning the game if I don't develop this Razor Mace right here. Like, I'm never winning this game at all. I don't think I'm winning the game at all anyways, but at least this is forcing them to either have to spend the 3 mana for the Icar, or find another way to deal with this Razor Mace. And it's... Ooh, double Mystic and High Note then? So double a Mystic and a High Note here? Oh, just a Mystic. Oh, wow. So you're gonna take the 1 damage from the Icar, which means that you probably have Sunken Temple. And if you have Sunken Temple, then my guess is that obviously you're gonna just rely on this Icar just getting sent back and not even worry about anything else. Not Sunken Temple. Okay. Interesting. Interesting.
So much to do.
Do we just drop the 3rd one? I'm down to drop the 3rd one, especially now with him playing that. Oh, of course. Why wouldn't they get a blocker? As like the very first the first card is the freaking thing, huh? Yeah, we'll go like this. Whoa. We'll go here. We'll just push this damage and we'll have this might. Alright, so how do we do this? Do we go might here? I guess we'll go might here, right? If we go might there, we lose damage. If we go here, we push 3. We push 3, right? I mean, we push... I guess we go like this. This forces another Icar. So the opponent takes 2 damage, and then we have the Fervor. Yeah, it makes more sense to do it here. If I did it here, I do kill the Drake, but then the opponent is able to just do whatever. They have to play this Icar to not die, which means that then we have Fervor or Demolitionist. So that was great. Like, this ended up being amazing here. Yeah, I mean, I just passed. He has to play that 6-mana Icar. So the moment that he plays that 6-mana Icar, we just go like this, and now we have Fervor as a backup. That was crazy. That was pretty crazy. I mean, the Razor Mace, I was talking smack about them and saying they were gonna lose me the game. And look at that. They actually won me the game there because Boulevard didn't get Sunken Temple, so GG's. In this match, we go against Lurk. We are both obviously aggressive decks. The one advantage, I guess, that the opponent has here is that I don't want to block, right? I don't want to have to be blocking, and their units are going to have 3 HP, while mine only have... Like, their units are going to have 3 HP, so they actually have much better blocks than we do. The good thing here is that we do have a pretty good curve here. We can go Pigeon, Pigeon, Demolitionist, Butcher, assuming that we don't see anything else here. This is worth blocking, right? I think I prefer to go wide. So I think I'm gonna, even though I do have this Nilah, I prefer this line here. Just because it makes all my units 3 power. So then the only one that the opponent really is blocking, if they play the 3 health unit here, is gonna be the Demolitionist, right? Yeah, so they go for the Collar, and again, they can block the Demolitionist. I think we just attack with everything, because if they block the Demolitionist, they're still taking 9 damage. And if they're taking 9 damage here, I'm chilling. So we go like this. Like if they block here to get a favorable block, they're taking 9 damage. Going down to 7. And I'm okay with that. Yeah, now look at that. Now we have the Misfortune. We know you have a Snapjaw, right? So we know that the opponent has a Snapjaw. We just block the Snapjaw swarm here. We have a Rek'Sai. Ooh. So now we go Saboteur, Misfortune, and the opponent just loses. We know, I guess they could still have a Pipe.
But not that good.
But this is gonna be pretty nasty, right?
Explosives primed.
Because we're so much wider than them, and they don't even have good blocks anymore because the way that they blocked earlier. So yeah, this is a perfect open attack, because then we can follow with the Demolitionist. Even if they have Pipe, they can kill Misfortune, and that's not gonna be enough.
Love ya.
So unfortunately, the opponent didn't have a 1-drop, and I think that's what really changed the game here. That we didn't have to worry about trading with one of their 1-drops. So GG's. Hey, welcome back everyone. Hope you enjoyed those games of Pirate Aggro. This is one of the quickest decks to climb with, right? Like, it's been like that since forever. Bilgewater was released all the way in 2020, and since then Pirate Aggro has always found a way to just really kind of put its mark on the meta and just give you this really fast, consistent wins. And my camera lost focus for whatever reason. You guys are gonna be dealing with blurry Sirturmund. But anyways, this hasn't changed, right? Even this meta where we have Morgana, which we went against Morgana, we went against 2 Morgana decks today. We went against a Cosmic Youngling deck. Like, even in these metas where you have all these things that are just so good against aggro, sometimes you just have too much aggression. Way too much aggression. Nexus is a resource. You get their Nexus to 0, you win the game, and just burn them out. And that's what I love about this deck. It makes for some really quick climbing. And when it does well, like it is doing right now in the meta, it means that not only you're climbing quickly, but you're also actually winning a lot of your games. So you're getting a lot of more LP per hour, if you want to calculate it that way, or LP per game, whatever, you know? So yeah, so that's kind of what I feel about this. Let's talk about strategy, right? It is an aggressive deck. So you want to just mulligan for your 1-drops, right? So I want to always start with at least 1 1-drop. If I can get a game where I start with 3 1-drops and have like this really big turn 2 open attack, that'd be amazing. Mirai Warden helps with that as well, right? So even if you don't get 2 1-drops, you can always play 1 1-drop on turn 1, Mirai Warden on turn 2, and still have a 3 wide board to allow you to push damage. That's the ideal situation. If you don't get that, then you still want to kind of set up for like this you want to be able to go wide, right? So you still want to be able to set up for that by just playing anything that you get, and just try to have as many units as you can in the field, because initially for the first 4 turns or so, your goal is to go as wide as possible to try to put in as much damage as you can. Then once we move on to turn 4, 5, and 6, that's when we transition to kind of going tall, where we have these overwhelm units with Razor Maze, or we can settle for a Fire Spirit with a Might to just have these really tall units that can actually push through the opponent because of the overwhelm. And if that doesn't work and your opponent is still alive after turn 6, then we transition to turn 7, 8, and 9, where now we're looking to burn them out with Fervor and Demolitionist, and even potentially the pings from Misfortune and Saboteur. In that meantime, you also have a lot of draw to kind of re-up your hand if the opponent is able to kind of grind you out of resources. So again, that's kind of what you're looking for. Just a lot of aggression early on, transition to taller units in the mid game, and then transition to burn towards the end of the game, so that you can actually be able to beat the opponent. So yeah, that's my suggestion when it comes to playing this deck and how I approach it, as you saw with the many games that we showcased in today's video. I think that's going to be it for us for today. If you like our content, make sure to like it below and subscribe to us. We post LOR videos every single day. You can also join our channel and become a member. We have 2 tiers, gladiators and champions, each one with the different perks that you can check out below in the join button or directly in the description below. That's usually the best way to support us directly, so I'd appreciate it if you become a member of our channel. Lastly, you can also find us on Twitch at Sirturmund. We stream every now and then, and you can also find us on Discord and Twitter. The links to those are both in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all again tomorrow.